white horse. A player who always knew how to find the goals and did so 800 times in his illustrious career. From my point of view, it's a delight to have him as part of the commentary team. Welcome, Richo.
How are you, Dan? Today is an exciting match.
Just 5 minutes to go.
Well, there's a big, big sound from the west of the town. It's the sound of the mighty Giants. Feel the ground is shaking. The other teams are quaking in their boots before the Giants. We take the long.
Only 5 minutes remaining.
It's a grand old flag. It's a high-flying flag. It's the emblem for me and for you. It's the emblem of the team we love, the team of the red and the blue.
Just 5 minutes to go. Umpire tosses the coin. Melbourne win the toss. Just waiting for the opening siren now. Anticipation is high, players are ready, and the game is underway.
There's nothing that ignites the passion of a footy lover more than the opening bounce. Both teams will be eager to dominate the centre clearances early.
Sends the Sharon on its way. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Out of bounds, dangerous spot near the goal. The umpire has thrown it in. Guided down nicely by Velvet Sledgehammer. Out of nowhere, the ball shoots out of the pack. Nice mark there. He's elected to play on. That kick has covered a very long distance. Edwards controls. He lays off the pass. Nicely intercepted by Petraka. Marked by Johnston. Gets boot to leather. The opposition forgot about him, and he takes the easy mark. Andrew heads in for the goals. Andrew with the goal. Good start by the Giants.
Andrew has super fast reaction time. He could catch an arrow.
The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Definitely palmed to advantage. Francis with a clinical drop punt. It's been intercepted by the opposition.
Edwards gets a fist to it. Hibbert gets taken down, holding the ball. Edwards boots it. Has the mark all to himself. Francis getting into position for the kick. Francis has a kick.
No, that's just giving the ball away. Kicked by Studley.
That was a goal.
The Giants have scored the last 2 goals. Melbourne not doing so well at this stage. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Edwards punches. Jacques controls it. Johnston with the football. Slams it on the boot. Ball over the boundary line. It looks like the umpire has decided it's a boundary throw-in. Edwards wins the tap. Terrible timing by Gorn. Johnston taking a chance at goal. Fantastic goal by Johnston. That's 3 in a row for the Giants. Pressure already being applied to the Demons. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Edwards is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Gawn. Jacques lining up. A risky proposition from here. He'll need a big kick to make the goals. Going for goal number 1. It's in the air. That was a huge kick. Malcolm Blight would be happy with that one. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome.
Jack's pretty handy around goal. He just has that sixth sense of knowing where the goals are at all times.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Edwards decisively. Johnston passes. Francis running in, about to kick. Look at that. He's put it through. Greater Western Sydney couldn't have asked for a much better start than this one. Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Gawn without a touch. The clearance by Edwards. What gets it on the bounce? Casanova would have been jealous if that pickup. Intercepted. Gets boot to Hyde. A good mark under the circumstances. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. Andrew made the awkward bounce look easy. He's got great hands. He can't close the deal, and it's a point. The Giants with a handy break, leading the Demons 31-0.
You get the feeling Melbourne are just kicking and hoping, and that's why they're getting hurt on the turnover. Casey wins the contested ball. He steadies now in front of goal. Casey kicks for goal. It's going. Casey has got it. GWS lead the Demons.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Edwards punches it, takes possession, sends it into the open paddock. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. Jones is red hot, but his goal kicking is simply room temperature. Greater Western Sydney over Melbourne by 38. Looks like he's going to go long. Casey got under it.
Play on.
Casey with a kick at goal. The Giants by 44. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Clean tap by Edwards. He gets his hands on the footy. Ball up in the centre square. Edwards punches it. Gathered by Francis. His kicking is unbelievable. Some people don't go that far for their holidays. 50 metres from home. Jacques with a fairly straightforward shot for goal. Gallant slams it on the boot. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark, minus the peg. 90 seconds to go. Boots it. Nice work from Jones. He steadies now in front of goal. Choose to kick it. What did they used to say at school? Butterfingers lets it drop. Going for goal number 1. He's having a ball. If you'll excuse the pun, this kick stretches the lead. The Giants by 50. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Nice bounce. Edwards thumps it forward. His foot finds the ball and brings it out of the pad. A good mark under the circumstances.
GWS are doing a really good job at finding the free man inside 50. I suspect that's why they're leading the match. Nice kick. The Giants are in front.
All is in readiness. The umpire has bounced the ball. Edwards taps it. Francis comes away with the ball. Sends the Sharon on its way. Great mark under pressure. Jones booting it inside the 50. Stuck the mitts out and held on to it. Kicks. Strong mark. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. The goal eludes him just wide of the target. The Giants bite 57. Looks like he'll go out wide. Casey gets the upper hand. Casey kicks hard along the boundary line.
That's a mark.
Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. 40 metres from home. Studley with the shot. Is it high enough, long enough, straight enough? That's 8 in a row for Greater Western Sydney. The Giants in front. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Gorn hardly provided a challenge. Francis controls. Oh, he's given that Torp an almighty thump. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Out on the full. Poor effort by Jacks. Salem kicks out along the boundary line. Let's take a look at the stats, Richo.
Kicking is one of the most essential skills in football, and the Giants could put 34 on the board, which should place them in a good position at this stage of the game if they can keep that up. The Giants have a really commanding lead in the possession count, with possession at 80% to 20%. Both teams fairly close in the tackling stats. GWS 6, the Demons 0.
Insightful, Richo.
Two options regarding commitment. You're either in or out. There is no such thing as footy in between.
Inside 50 now. Kept alive under pressure. Sorry, I spoke too soon. It goes across the line. Shoulders locked, eyes on the ball. Gorn without a touch. The clearance by Edwards gets the loose ball. Trenger, no match for the man with the ball. Johnston heading in. Watch his style.
All clear.
Greater Western Sydney in front. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Punch by Edwards. Able to grab it on the half volley. Gains possession. Jones has his head down now. Jones sinks the long kick. Greater Western Sydney with the ascendancy over Melbourne, leading the match 75-0. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Edwards with first hands to the ball. He has the ball. Shoots off the handball. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richo.
He seems to always be in the contest, Dennis.
He gets another possession. Kicks it. Border Control will be keen to look at this trafficking. Surely that wasn't the plan, Richo.
That's just a waste of a kick there.
Gorn gains possession through the interception. You've got to move faster than that. Holding the ball. Let's have the shot at... Edwards will need to pull something special out here. Edwards likes his chances for goal. Pinpoint accuracy from Edwards. The Giants leads by 81. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.
The Giants are dominating the clearances and really giving their forwards plenty of opportunity, and I think that's why they've got the lead. He plays it on.
Play on.
He slams that on the boot. The mark will be paid.
He steadies now in front of goal, 45 metres out. Going for goal number 3. He holds his breath. Greater Western Sydney get a goal. The Giants in front. Like a banana through a letterbox. What a wonderful goal. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Hit by Edwards, the ball in the hands of Brayshaw. Johnston looking to make them pay for that turnover. Slips the handball to Jacques. He's heading for home. The ball is hammered towards goal by Johnston. Greater Western Sydney starting to exert some dominance over the Demons with the lead of 93-0. The kick is about as straight as a shopping trolley, and it's a goal. Johnston shows the goal umpire the right signal. The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. The bounce is dead straight.
Edwards has got good knowledge of the game and he can see the events unfolding in front of him, but he just needs to react a little faster. He lines it up with the goal.
Going for goal number 1. Webb watching the ball. Has he? Yes, he's paid it. Studley lining up. 15 metres out. having a big day, going for goal number 4. The Giants lead Melbourne 99-0. He scores, he scores, he scores. What an absolute classic. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Punched by Edwards. A massive kick by Walker. Studley marks it. Lining up the goal now. 40 metres from home. He's looking to add another. All eyes are watching. Oh. The Giants in front. Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The ball is bounced. Gorn wasn't even close to that tap, and he'd be crazy to think that type of effort will win any time soon. Nice mark there. Casey, urged on by the crowd, prepares to kick. He's got the footy in his hands, slams it on the boot. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. Greater Western Sydney fight 111. He'll kick. It's not a bad sort of a kick either. It's a goal. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Edwards guides it. Is in his possession. Sends the ball out into space. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. What a...
Goal.
The Giants fight 117. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Here's the bounce. Studley with the first touch. Johnston passes. Walker handing it back now. Nice interception.
Gorn may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure. 90 seconds to go. Brayshaw takes advantage. Clark with the mark. He decides to play it on. He gets boot to the ball. Strong mark there.
Well, you've kicked a few in your time. Do you give him much of a chance from here, Richo?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
50 metres from home. The mark is taken by Casey. Kicked at goal by Casey. He's rammed that one into the woodwork. Greater Western Sydney with the advantage as they lead Melbourne 118-0. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Played on.
Let's play on.
Casey kicks. Steady hands there as he holds that one. The Candyman in no hurry as he prepares for the kick. 40 metres from home. Going for goal number 1. The Candyman watching with anticipation. Greater Western Sydney fight 124.
The Candyman really wears his heart on his sleeve.
You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Studley with the tap.
No chance. Ball
up in the centre square. Deft touch from Studley. Jacques sticks out his hands and collects the ball. What was he thinking? It'll be a free kick. Gets boot to high. Webb ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. Don't take too long lining up for goal. Invariably, the mind messes up more shots than the body. Webb with a kick at goal. Takes it well. The Candyman with a chance if he keeps a cool head. 15 metres out. The Candyman tries his luck with a shot at goal. Greater Western Sydney leads by 130. Replays are great when you can see how talented these guys are at conjuring something out of nothing. All is in readiness. Here's the bounce. Studley with first hands to the ball is in his possession. Kicked by Johnston. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Casey will have to put everything into this one. What a goal from a mammoth kick. Casey gets his third. The Giants in front. Time to check the stats. Richo.
Well, at least the Demons have a score that is befitting their stats.
Thanks, Richo. It's half time and we'll be back soon for the second half. second half.
The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a person's determination.
Handballs. Walker boots it. Good mark on the run. He's got the footy in his hands. Gallett has him for holding the ball. Gallett sends one up towards the wing. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Walker, not wasting time, elects to play on. He kicks inside 50. Studley got under it. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. And looking to add another. The Giants get a goal. The Giants with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading the Demons 142-0. He's loving that replay, and he's making sure his opponent knows all about it. Studley knows that was something special. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. Both Rucks have a fair shot at this one. Big thump from Edwards. Francis lays it off by hand. He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. Casey wins the marking contest. Would you back him in from here, Richo?
He shouldn't have too much trouble from this angle.
40 metres from home. A pretty safe bet from this position. The Giants add one to their tally. Casey with his fourth. He's certainly playing well. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Umpire bounces the ball. Clean tap by Edwards. He gains possession, gets the ball free. Just 4 minutes to go. That drop punt works well for Francis. .30 metres from home. Going for goal number 5. Goal for Casey.
All clear.
The Giants over. Melbourne by 154.
Casey is a freak at understanding and anticipating his opponent's actions.
A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the Ruckmen unleash. Tapped by Edwards. Gorn comes away with the ball. Sends it on its way. Strong mark. Blood plays on. Walker on the ball at the moment. He gives the ball away. Shoots off the handball. Chip kick along the wing. So well timed.
GWS is dominating in the air and the scoreboard reflects it. Blood kicks it. He wins the contested mark. He slams that on the boot. Casey with the mark. He kicks the ball. He grabs it.
Talking to a football doesn't do much good unless you do it while your opponent is lining up. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richo.
I can't believe it, Dennis. He just keeps surprising us up here in the commentary box.
That ball is becoming a yo-yo for him. It keeps coming back. The Ruckmen, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Gorn not even close to getting a hit out. He might have to take a leaf out of the Karate Kid and sweep the knee. Francis gets the goal with an ambitious kick. The lead has been increased. Greater Western Sydney in front. He scores, he scores, he scores. What an absolute classic. The Rucks prepare to go at it for this bounce. The bounce, laser straight. Clean tap by Edwards. Johnston with the football. He wins the contest. Opportunity now for Jacques. Francis comes away with the ball. Jones with the mark.
Jones is just a really smart player. He knows every opponent's strengths and weaknesses and looks to exploit them and take advantage.
Petracca assesses his options now. He's just trying to find a loose man in the defensive 50. Nice hands. Kicks it. Strong mark.
Let's play on.
Here he is going for goal number 7. Studley with a great kick. This kick stretches the lead. Greater Western Sydney by 173.
Studley's an incredible straight shooter. No angle seems too sharp for him. Pushing him out wide really doesn't increase his chances of missing. In fact, I think he likes the challenge.
Oh, that's what we've come to expect from him. Fantastic goal. The Ruckmen steal themselves before the bounce. Go on, try swinging your purse next time. Rich coming from a guy wearing makeup. He takes an uncontested mark. Testing shot outside the 50. 60 metres out. Studley slams one on the boot for goal. Studley with a massive goal. 8 goals, feeling the flow, working, everything in place. The lead has been increased. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Edwards decisively. Trengo with the football. Umpire not having a bar of that and signalling for a ball up. Edwards taps. Johnston slams it on the boot. No one troubling him there. Probing kick inside the 50. Casey ran to meet the ball and took the mark superbly. He steadies now in front of goal. Here he is going for goal number 7. Score for Greater Western Sydney. 7 goals now. That's hard to do. And that puts them further in front. The Rucks. Bounce straight down.
GWS are just absolutely dominating the clearances. No doubt that's why they're winning. He handballs it. Players with the 1-2. He kicks the ball. The ball crosses the line.
Edwards with the first touch. Trims the grass with that one. Jacques gets the upper hand. Pumps the pigskin. The Candyman grabs that one. What do you think, Richo? Can he make this one?
He's a great kick and should convert from here.
45 metres out. Going for goal number 3. It's going. A magnificent kick right through the middle. The Candyman playing well. That's his 3rd.
The Candyman can achieve anything he sets his mind to. The sky is the limit for this guy.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. The bounce straight down. Edwards with the punch. Johnston with the ball. Jams it on the boot. Casey marks. He opts to play on. Lovely hand pass hits the man. A magnificent kick right through the middle. Greater Western Sydney by 197.
Studley is just so gifted. Either side of the body, he's a champion.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Edwards with the first touch. Gains possession. Good drop punt by Jones. He has no trouble grabbing that one. A chance to add one more to his tally. Casey takes it well. 15 metres out, 20 metres from home. He's been outstanding, going for goal number 8 right here. The Giants over Melbourne by 203. There's one for the time capsule. You can see it on his face. He's happy with that effort. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Edwards with the hit. Jones has the ball. Jams it on the boot. The mark is taken by Casey. Salem picks up the bouncing ball. Francis over the top. Wins the hard ball. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. A low stabbing kick. Nice work from Studley. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. 35 metres out. Golden opportunity here. Studley tries his luck with a shot at goal. Goal. Greater Western Sydney lead the Demons. The ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. Great bounce. Edwards knocks it down the field. Kicks it.
Let's play
Not
on.
long left in the third term now. He's heading for home. Going for goal number 1. And they like it behind the goals. He likes it. Goal. The lead has been increased. A brief moment of serenity before the ball is bounced and the ruckman unleash. Punched by Edwards. Let's see with the stats how both teams performed.
The Giants is looking good on the scoreboard and they have the stats to back it up.
That's pretty deep, Richo. It's almost over now.
It's not over when you're losing terribly. It's over when you quit.
Edwards guides it. Walker has the ball. Gets the ball out of heavy traffic. Casey has it. Sends the Sharon on its way. Takes the mark all by himself. He's elected to play on. Look at that. He's put it through. This kick stretches the lead. If this game were being played on water, Greater Western Sydney would be walking on it. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Gorn, timing terrible. He's leaving his messages before the beat. Jones drives it inside the 50. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Nice interception. Gets boot to high. Clark has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark.
Clark's just ridiculously consistent. I'd like to see a clanger from him for a change.
Hang
When
them up,
coaches
hang
have
on.
someone like him in the lineup, they can just sleep a lot easier knowing how reliable he is. Hitting the post on the full is a poor return. The opposition can rebound now.
Melksham gets a less than pretty drop punt away. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. 40 metres from home. Kicking from about a 30-degree angle here. The Giants add one to their tally. He gets one more. The lead has been increased. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce. Edwards got a fist on it. He has the ball. Puts boot to ball. A mark by Studley.
Play on.
Look at that. He's put it through. It looks like the Giants have this one in the bag. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Edwards guides it. Gorn comes away with the ball. Clark with the ball. Nice mark under pressure. Richard, what are his chances from here?
I reckon he may struggle from here, Dennis.
35 metres out. The 45-degree shot is not too hard. He just has to keep his cool. The Giants are in control of this game. No, that's what we've come to expect from him. Fantastic goal. Studley happy. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Look at that bounce. Edwards taps it. Jones sticks out his hands and collects the ball. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. Be decisive. Come on, be decisive. A wrong decision is generally less disastrous than indecision. 35 metres out. The ball is thumped towards goal by Studley. He's having a ball, if you'll excuse the pun. The league record is under threat here. This lead getting bigger now. That replay shows just how good that goal was. Edwards really gets onto this one. Goes by hand. Jacques heads in for the goals. He kicks it gun barrel straight. That could be the final nail in the coffin.
Jack's pretty handy around goal. He just has that sixth sense of knowing where the goals are at all times.
Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce.
Edwards can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. Studley with the ball. He doesn't want to take too long lining this shot up. Studley kicks for goal. Studley puts it through.
Greater Western Sydney are in control of this game. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Edwards got the hit out. Walker on the ball at the moment. It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. That could be the final nail in the coffin. A brief... Bounce straight down. Gorn hardly provided a challenge. Is in his possession. Kicks. Francis takes the mark. Richo, you followed his career for a while. Can he kick this?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
Distance could be the problem. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. It's in the air. That was a huge kick. Malcolm Blight would be happy with that one. They increased their lead. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce is straight up and down. Gorn looked about as coordinated as Disney's Goofy. Marks. Concentration comes out of a combination of confidence and hunger, so they tell me. Almost a touch of synchronized swimming about that mark, minus the peg. 30 metres out. 35 metres out. Velvet Sledgehammer going for number one. The Giant. It looks like the Giants have this one in the bag. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Studley with the tap. Trengo has the ball. Gorn on the ball at the moment. Ball up in the centre square.
Cleanly tapped out of the ruck. He kicks the ball. And the ball goes out of play. He knocks it down. Walker picks it up. Hibbert unable to hold on. McNasty takes possession. McNasty goes for goal. McNasty has got it.
That could be the final nail in the coffin. The rucks. More bounce than a dodgy check. Tap by Studley. Walker grabs him. Wait. Kicks to the square. Got his eye on the ball. Rocketed long by Walker. McNasty with the mark. And he's heading for home. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals. That kick was gigantic. Great goal. I'm sure we'll look back and exaggerate the distance in years to come. McNasty playing well. That's his third. They increase their lead.
McNasty may not be the first guy you'd follow into battle, but you're glad that he's on your team, that's for sure.
The Ruckmen steel themselves before the bounce. Here we go. Velvet Sledgehammer with the hit. McDonald gets it out of the congestion. Tries in vain to tackle. Walker shoots off the handball. Nice interception. Stevens with the pickup. He kicks quickly. Great grab. Chips it down towards half forward. The mark is taken by Walker.
Walker can read the play really well. I think he's definitely on his way to becoming one of the best in the league. 60 seconds to go.
He's got the head down as he charges home for goal. Goes wide for a behind. Greater Western Sydney leads by 2, 88. Teammate scrambling to make a lead. He kicks it to himself. Sends the Sharon on its way. Solid as a rock, and he comes away with a lovely contested mark. Drops the ball. Very quiet by his standards. Greater Western Sydney lead Melbourne.
Melbourne are trying to take this game on, but their disposal hasn't been great and they're being punished on the turnover. They just need to slow it down a little and look for a safer option. Salem kicks the ball, lining it up with the goal now. The Candyman shoots for goal. The Candyman gets the goal. GWS lead.
Ruckman awaiting the bounce. The bounce. Velvet Sledgehammer hits it. Not much time before the final siren. He gets above the crowd. He'll need his Saturday or Sunday best from here. Almost in the bag from this position, you would think. He's getting accustomed to kicking goals.
Well, there's a big, big sound from the west of the town. It's the sound of the mighty Giants. Feel the ground is shaking. The other teams are quaking in their boots.